wars happen, we see it internationally across the globe. So many young people just want it to stop. They want to fight for peace and stand up for peace and just say, what can we do? And I've been watching some of the demonstrations that have been going through Manchester and London, seeing that people actually do innately want peace. When someone has a different opinion, when someone has a different belief, a different value system, a different background, our flesh, like this bit on the inside, just goes, well, you're different, so I'm going to treat you different, and therefore you don't own this land and you don't have these rights, you don't have that kingdom and you don't have this stuff. Some of that is just man-made. And when it's man-made, a lot of people look at God and say, well, God, you started that. I think the choices that we make as men, little individual choices, as blokes, as mums, as dads, as girls, as lads, have knock-on effects. But those knock-on effects, when you get into adulthood and you start to have influence and you start to have control and you start to have positions of power, those little choices you made then become accentuated into massive choices. So some of the massive choices that people are making from when they were kids to now is affecting millions and millions of people. Do I think that God could stop that? Yeah, I do think God could come and stop it, but then he'd have to wipe out everything bad on the world. So that means he'd wipe me out for nicking the Cadbury's cream egg. I didn't, but if I did, because that's bad. He'd just have to wipe the whole lot out. What he says is choose. So the choice you make to be kind, to be courageous, to stand in the gap for someone else, to speak up for someone else, that choice changes everything. You get older and you start making those choices on a bigger level, that starts affecting other people, but it starts with your choice. So I think that's what those things come down to.